you don't know anything about my character, but he's there. So
Yeah.
people are saying, what are you doing, bro? You're kind of looking evil to me. What is the story? I don't want to suddenly start thinking, what will audience think if I do something like that? That's giving yourself too much of importance. I don't think I'm that important. I'm not like maybe I'm not like a Shah Rukh Khan or somebody else. They have to think, they have an image they have to protect. Cinema and coming back as an actress, I think she's got her own business, she's got a young daughter.
Yeah.
So I don't think she's too keen on that as yet, but who knows what's happening.
I love the authenticity that you are bringing in Cartel. Love the trailer. It's a fresh take on how OTT shows are being made. And that one glimpse of yours has increased a lot of expectations from Thank you so much for taking out time for this. And we are so happy to have you joining with us on E-Time.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Aditi. Thank you so much.
So, as I said, the trailer has already become a rage. How has the feedback been? What are people telling you?
Pretty much what you're saying. Intrigue is there because it's an ensemble cast and there are a lot of fine actors there and different characters you're getting to see. And so everybody's trying to, and the scale is so big. I mean, you can tell from the trailer, it's not like a small show, it's a big show.
Yeah.
So everyone, and I think, both MX Player and Alt Balaji are really going all guns blazing to promote it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think people are pretty curious here. What is this going to be? So it's fun. And personally, like you said, you don't know anything about my character, but he's there. So people are saying, what are you doing, bro? You're kind of looking evil to me. What is the story?
Yeah.
So let's see. I hope it lives up to its expectations.
So what is the biggest takeaway you think the audience is going to have?
Well, takeaway is simple. I mean, if you're going to watch anything, you should enjoy it. There's no takeaway. It's not a moral science class here.
Yeah.
Or a book that I read that maybe it's a self-help book that I must actually manifest and visualize what I want. It's the show. So the idea is hopefully, that people watch it, like it, and it takes their mind off other things in life. That's the job of entertainment, just to keep them glued. And so that is, all enjoy it, they love it, and they share it with other people. And hopefully by the end of it, they say that we have experienced something special.
So, sir, you always bring in a different sense of responsibility and trust whenever you are seen on screen. So now, are you a lot careful about how and what you portray, be it a positive or a negative role? As in, there's a sense of expectation even from yourself.
No, yeah. I mean, I'm just an actor. I don't take myself that seriously. I mean, I'm an actor. I like performing. I enjoy being somebody else. Acting gives me that opportunity to live different lives.
Yeah.
And I love that. And I like to do justice to it. And because I pick and choose the characters that I would enjoy, because I believe, hopefully that translates into the audience enjoying and audience believing. Because I am a firm believer that if you are not convinced and you're not enjoying what you're doing, audience will see through that. You can't fake it. It's real. To me, there is nothing fake about, acting. It's all real, whether it's love or hate. It's a real emotion that you are saying through a character. So my responsibility is, I'm an actor. I don't, I'm not the prime minister of the country. So, yeah, I mean, I do what I love and I try to do the best I can. That's what's worked for me so long. So I don't want to change that. I don't want to suddenly start thinking, what will audience think if I do something like that? That's giving yourself too much of importance. I don't think I'm that important, I think. I'm not like, maybe I'm not like a Shah Rukh Khan or somebody else, who they have to think, they have an image they have to protect. I'm an actor. I will just act. So it's quite simple.
So, in your past projects too, you have managed to play significant characters with an impactful screen presence. Given the fact, especially in Bollywood and even in showbiz, this sort of visibility and staying relevant is so important. What's the best way to deal with this pressure?
I don't see it like that. I think to me, it's like I mean, to me, it's a very clear thing. I'm a normal guy who lives in this world. Okay. And as a profession, I'm an actor. So I'm aware of what's going around. Okay. I'm not trying to, when you're trying to project an image and stuff, then you have to adjust and adapt, right? When you're just pretty much being yourself, then there is really no issue here. I think if you're objective enough and observant enough, and if you're secure enough to say, look, I don't know. I mean, I say that to my daughter all the time. She's 9 years old and she says, I say, look, Papa doesn't know this, baby. I mean, you're teaching me. So I think in terms of relevance, and also perhaps I, in my time, was sort of a rebellious guy. To me, it was always clear, why do we have to do it like this? Why can't we do this?
True.
Even when I started my career, it was a lot like that. I was very rebellious. No, this is done. How can I do this differently? Why do we have to stick to the old way of doing things? Let's try something new. Let's do something new.
Yeah.
You don't have to do something just because it's done before and it's successful before. So I relate a lot to the youngsters. I really do. I love working with youngsters and I enjoy it so much. I mean, they could be half my age, but they're like, bro. So, I have a lot of fun because, I learn from them and I enjoy it. And that's it. I think if you have like a macro picture of where we are at, what the world is, to be well informed of what's happening pretty much and what we are going through. So I kind of keep my ears to the grassroots level and see what's going on. And that's not because I'm an actor. Just to be aware, because it's very easy to live in this ivory towers and say, "Ha, yaar, sab aisa hai." The things are changing, the world is changing, the time is changing, and you have to understand that. So I personally feel I was born 20 years too soon. I should have come now. Now is a great time where there are opportunities and there are ways, and there's so much that's going on. And youngsters like you, I mean, when I was growing up, until your college, ठीक है, BCom कर लो, या BSc कर लो, या engineer बन जाओ, या doctor बन जाओ, या medical, in MBA कर लो. Now it's like a different world, yeah. I mean, who are we kidding? So you have to be in that, but that comes naturally to me. It's not like I'm trying to, stay relevant.
Being one of the senior most persons in this industry, and for someone who has lived every phase of showbiz, as an actor, do you feel web is also heading in the right direction?
Well, look, it's like saying if you are a surgeon and you have a very sharp knife, is the knife heading the right direction depends on the surgeon who's using it.
Yeah.
Right? Web is just a platform. How you use it, what you show, that's up to you. You can't hold that against web. Okay. And what is also tried experimenting with big actors, big names, and they realize again, it is the story. You can it can work in films that you have, Akshay Kumar or Shah Rukh Khan who have a big initial. But in platform doesn't work like that. If you don't have a good story, you can put whoever you want. It won't work. So content is finally the king. And how you use it, what you do, it's like a trade-off between the audience and the makers. Some will like it, some won't like it. So what's really happening is, if you take the macro picture, there are 3 different platforms. Whereas one is feature films, which is more of a family thing, everybody going together as a festive, process or event. Secondly, is if you take some like television, which has kind of become like a B center, C center, where grandmothers and old aunties probably would watch most of the shows, right? Web series has become more youth-oriented, more even westernized, educated, because you have access to international content.
True.
So every platform has adjusted to or is adjusting to their own needs and the targeted audience. So that's where it's at here. I mean, in the end, you will know society is going to change a bit. And the medium will change a little bit, and they'll adapt and finally come to some kind of balance. But that's with entertainment anyway, all the time. It's entertainment or media mirrors the society, and the society mirrors the media. And it's a cycle. Where it starts, the chicken or the egg,
Yeah.
So yes. So yeah, so I mean, in terms of where it's heading, I'm pretty sure it will come to some balance.
So, with so much fresh and young talent coming in through, so, do you feel roles written for senior actors will soon be generalized? And as an actor, how will you maintain your individuality at that point of time while still reinventing yourself?
Firstly, luckily, we're in the times that the roles are very well etched out, regardless of whether you're playing a father, daughter, mother, son, whatever. Mm-hmm. Okay, if you notice, there is a different shift in our cinema compared to the kind of movies that are being made now. If they were released 20 years back, they'd be considered art house films.
True. Yes.
Right, because they are slice of life. They're relatable. They're regional. They're positioned. Yeah. You can understand, and people like that. Mm-hmm. Okay, that the glorious era of larger than life is gone.
True.
Okay, because people have seen it. It's an evolution. The youngsters have come up and they've seen all this and they say, come on, man, dude. I mean, this is a new generation we're looking at. We're not going to say, yaar, mere ko DDLG hai ki tarah ye karna hai. Abhi nahi bola kar, you freaking mad, man. What's wrong with you? This is the new generation. So because there is a shift, and the shift is more on content and more relatable characters.
Yeah.
The question you asked might have been a valid question and a reason for me to worry if I was 20 years back, because then there would be like, the main thing is hero. Everybody else is there to make sure he looks good.
Yeah. True.
Or maybe hero and heroine, father, villain, negative, yes, and that's what they call supporting cast, because they support your hero and heroine.
Yeah.
Now there is no hero heroine. I mean, in web series especially, I mean,
everybody is a main character.
Because the 13 episodes is almost like watching 4 films. You can't watch 4 films with just one character.
Yeah.
So there's a place and room for everyone, and people who are now becoming filmmakers, who are now making films or writing scripts, have been greatly influenced by realistic cinema. Most of them. They want to do something different from what was done earlier. So now this is a golden period in that sense. I'm in fact glad, because I was getting stuck with this thing because I wasn't young enough to play a college kid. I wasn't old enough to play a father.
Yeah.
What do you do? And then the characters are interesting. But now this is like a lot of fun characters. Like the one I didn't punch beat is exciting. This one is crazy. I mean, it's like you couldn't even have thought of a character like this earlier. Earlier, this would have been a typical like a Prem Chopra, Ajit kind of character. But no, it's very different. It's very well written. So yeah, no, I'm not. I'm excited. This is probably the best phase of my life as a professional.
So coming back to Cartel again, what was the most intense part shooting for your role?
The most intense I can't share with you. Yeah, because you'll have to watch it.
Okay.
That was a little crazy for me. But yeah, there was this one sequence in which I play the character of Dorabji. Just to give you background, he's this rich industrialist. Very well politically connected.
Yeah.
Pretty much has politicians in his pocket. And there's sort of unsettling atmosphere in the underworld.
Okay.
And he sees that, and he sees that as an opportunity to him to intervene.
Okay.
All right. So there's some, there are families, they have issues are going on and stuff, and he says, there's something I can do with this. So he basically is power hungry. He wants to be, like they say, poor man wants to be rich and a rich man wants to be a king.
Yeah.
Right. So that's what he's after. So it's so he's that kind of a character, and for him there are no boundaries.
Okay.
There are no boundaries. If you want to succeed, there are no boundaries.
Also, sir, I really wanted to know one more thing, and it's not just me. Most of us wanted to know if Neelam ma'am is coming back on or re-entering cinema soon again.
Not as yet. No, I think definitely not right now. If in future she changes her mind, you might see a sequel to web series Beautiful Lives, Wonderful Lives, or Bollywood
Lives.
Fabulous Lives. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Okay.
So you probably will see season 2 of that. But in terms of cinema and coming back as an actress, I don't think. I think because she's got her own business, you've got a young daughter, so I don't think she's too keen on that as yet. But who knows what's happened?
Because we really miss watching her on screen.
I shall pass on the message. She'll be more than happy to hear that.
All right. Bye-bye, sir. It was really nice talking to you. Thank you so much for taking out time for this. All the best for Cartel. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.